Michael's Gözleme is the first Turkish food shop in the beautiful, beachside the entrance area on the Central Coast, to serve the best authentic and traditional Gözleme exclusively. Our shop on Coral Street is the home of Gözleme, where every ingredient tells a different story, and where there's a recipe for everyone. Michael's Gözleme has its own signature Gözleme, a must-try with Turkey's famous Ayran, diluted yogurt, drink, the traditional spinach and Feta, the authentic Sucuk, sausage, the mouth-watering mushroom and cheese, the gourmet lamb, the deliciously seasoned chicken, spinach and Feta, and our own Peri-Peri chicken Gözleme. We also offer breakfast Gözleme, including Zaatar, Thyme herbs, and the Oh-So-Sweet Nutella. And don't forget to try our homemade lentil soup, and savor our amazing range of baklavas and Turkish delights. At Michael's Gözleme, we believe that food brings people together at many different levels. It's the nourishment of the soul and body, it's true love. In our culture, we believe that if you really want to be our friend, come to our shop and eat with us. The people who give you their food give you their heart. Food can be very transformational, and it can be more than just about a meal. That's what happened to me when I first came to Australia. I fell in love. And if you fall in love, well, then everything is easy. To me, food is as much about the moment, the occasion, the location, and the company as it is about the taste. When you come to our shop, you won't need a silver fork to eat good food. You will soon realize, once you step into my shop, the power of food to evoke memory, bring people together, and transport you to other places. Believe me, you will immediately want to be a part of that. For me, cooking is like love, it should be entered into with abandon or not at all. Truly, love is delightful and pleasant food, supplying, as it does, rest to the weary, strength to the weak, and joy to the sorrowful. It in fact renders the yoke of truth easy, and its burden light.
Gözleme is a savory Turkish stuffed turnover. The dough is usually unleavened, and made only with flour, salt and water, but gözleme can be made from yeast dough as well. Fillings for gözleme are numerous and vary by region and personal preference, and include a variety of meats, vegetables, mushrooms, tubers, cheeses, as well as eggs, seasonal herbs, and spices. The word gözleme is derived from the Turkish word közül, meaning to grill on the embers. Originally a breakfast item or light homemade snack, the comfort food nature of gözleme has allowed it to achieve fast food status in Turkey in the latter part of the 20th century, with both simple and gourmet preparations ranging from the traditional sautéed minced beef and onion, spinach and feta, to the contemporary chocolate and orange zest. Whether eaten as a savory snack or for breakfast, gözleme is a mouth-watering food loved by nearly all Turks. Primarily found in Anatolian towns and villages, gözleme can be found in cafes and restaurants in metropolitan cities where it is served as a delicious appetizer. Most Turks prefer to enjoy gözleme for breakfast while others enjoy it during the day for lunch or as a snack. Made of hand-rolled dough which is lightly brushed with eggs and butter and filled with various toppings which include minced beef, chopped lamb, fresh or smoked seafood, vegetables such as spinach, zucchini, eggplant, onion and potato, or mushrooms and cheeses, these delicious fillings are sprinkled onto the dough before the dough is closed up and grilled. In Turkey, every region has its variation of gözleme. When you visit Anatolian towns, for example, you will see older women sitting on the ground at a large, wooden sofra or temporary table where they prepare the dough of the gözleme. They ask you what toppings you want and then make your gözleme in front of you. Maybe this is one of the reasons that in Anatolian cities, gözleme tastes better than the ones you try in a cafe or restaurant. But what is gözleme? Gözleme is folded fresh and cooked over a grill, a handmade pastry stuffed with fillings of your choice. Gözleme is quickly becoming the newest crowd-pleasing favorite when it comes to yummy and healthy snacks. This popular Turkish snack is making noise all over the restaurant world. A super tasty Anatolian flatbread folded over various savory fillings, Gözleme does the trick when you're looking for a snack that's going to fuel you for several hours. Gözleme may be new to Australia and the beautiful beachside of the entrance, but the flavorful Turkish snack had been around for a long time. Delicious, fresh, and low-fat, Gözleme has been a favorite in Turkish cuisine for ages. But what's the history of Gözleme? Whether eaten as a savory snack or for breakfast, you'll find Gözleme a mouth-watering food loved by nearly all Turks. Most Turks prefer to enjoy Gözleme for breakfast while others enjoy it during the day for lunch or as a snack. In Turkish towns and villages, you will find Gözleme everywhere in cafes and restaurants. Every region has its variation of Gözleme. When you visit Turkish towns, for example, you will see older women sitting on the ground at a large, wooden sofra or temporary table where they prepare the dough of the Gözleme. It is a traditional village food made by women for centuries. However, these days you will find Gözleme kiosks and restaurants everywhere. Gözleme is part of the family of flatbread. The technique and type of dough used to make the Gözleme are the same as that used to make lavish, a plain flatbread. The dough has some yeast added like Gözleme, a smaller, leavened version of bread also cooked on the hot plate. Ancient Anatolians named this flatbread for the goz or eyes that appear as brown spots on the bread as it fries. How is Gözleme made? Turkish women have made Gözleme for centuries. They make the hand-rolled dough, shaped into oval or square shapes. The thin bread is lightly brushed with eggs and butter or oil. It then folds over various toppings including minced beef, cheeses or spinach, zucchini, eggplant, onion and potato, or mushrooms. These delicious fillings are sprinkled onto the dough just before the dough is folded, closed, and cooked over a griddle. Is Gözleme healthy? Gözleme contains the nutrients your body needs daily. Rich with proteins, it balances your insulin level after the meal. Vitamin A supports your eye health. Vitamin C supports your immune system. And calcium strengthens teeth and bones. One serving of a yummy Gözleme can keep your body well supplied with nutrients and keep your cravings at bay. Fillings for Gözleme are numerous and vary by region and personal preference, and include a variety of meats, minced beef, chopped lamb, fresh or smoked seafood, sucuk, postama, vegetables, spinach, zucchini, eggplant, leek, chard, various peppers, onion, scallion, shallot, garlic, mushrooms, porcino, chanterelle, truffle, tubers, potatoes, yams, radish, cheeses, feta, Turkish white cheese, lavas, beyaz peynir, sokelik, kasuri, and koshkaval, as well as eggs, seasonal herbs, and spices. Originally a breakfast item or light homemade snack, the comfort food nature of Gözleme has allowed it to achieve fast food status in Turkey in the latter part of the 20th century, with both simple and gourmet preparations ranging from the traditional, for example sautéed minced beef and onion, thyme, spinach and feta, spanakol, potato and chive, patatsli, etc., to the contemporary, for example chocolate and orange zest, walnut and banana with honey, smoked salmon and eggs, etc., proliferating across the country's restaurants, cafes, and food carts. When it comes to Turkish food, Gözleme is considered to be a dish of adaptation, convenience, and versatility. It is one of the simpler yet filling choices. I like to call it the fast food of Turkey. Gözleme is a very thin flatbread stuffed with an array of various toppings. It is extremely versatile and can be found at the carvery table, being sold at the open-air bazaar as shoppers bargain for produce and home goods, and even at a sit-down restaurant. Some traditional toppings include cheese and spinach, potatoes and spices, ground beef, and onions. However, I've also seen during my visits to Turkey some delicious dessert gözleme including tahini and sugar, or chocolate. Here at Michael's Gözleme, we serve the oh-so-sweet Nutella Gözleme. It is one of our favorite recipes and the one most in demand, especially for morning Gözleme, including our specialty, the Zaatar or Thyme herbs. I'm convinced that one of the best parts of eating Gözleme is watching the women who make it. It's incredible to watch the deft fingers gather and roll a small ball of dough into a paper-thin circle, flip it over a broomstick like rolling pin, cover it with toppings, fold it in half, brush it lightly with oil and flip it over the griddle. The final product can be sliced up like a quesadilla, rolled up like a durum, or served flat on a plate with a slice of lemon. It is endlessly versatile, can adapt to personal taste or be a part of a meal or snack at any time of the day, and is convenient to take on the go. The flatbread itself is very simple, usually an unleavened mix of flour and water. If you visit Turkey, you'll often see it advertised as a Turkish pancake, but don't be fooled. This flatbread is a distinct food on its own. To me, it is more akin to a very thin flour tortilla, slightly stretchy and quickly giving into a satisfying tear, which is especially lovely with melted cheese stringing between the halves. Some argue that the word Gözleme derives from the root word göz meaning compartment, or, more commonly, eye. The logic is that the inside of the Gözleme is like a compartment for the fillings inside. However, the full word Gözleme in Turkish means to patrol or to spy or to eye rather than to compartmentalize. There is, however, another theory that I tend to lean towards. Other sources argue that the word Gözleme comes from the word közleme, which means to barbecue, grill, or cook over embers. It's easy to see where the food got its name, as it is grilled on a large, round griddle. Like the shift in its name, Gözleme is an example of both adaptation and convenience. As a food that has its humble beginnings as a village food, it's starting to evolve and make its mark as a part of modern Turkish cuisine. Its versatility means that you can eat a smoked salmon and egg breakfast Gözleme, an eggplant Gözleme as a snack, and a banana, walnut, and honey dessert Gözleme and still have come nowhere near exhausting your options for delicious fillings.